Alrighty guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at how can we import that remnant file which we created in our previous project. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're into the program here. So now in the previous few videos we looked at creating, editing and deleting remnant files. Now we're going to be looking at how can we actually use that remnant after we've done our project. So let's say we've had our cutout, we use the remnant. Now we want to use the remaining sheet for our new files. And like I said, the great thing about this is it doesn't just use the surface area calculation that's left, but it will actually show the cutout of the remnant. So first of all, I'm just going to close this project, and then to have a fresh start. Then what you want to do is you want to go to new sheet, and then from the new sheet we can choose what our sheet was. So it was a 2000 by 1000. And then you'll see we get this little option here at the bottom called import remnant. So I'm simply going to click that, locate the remnant, which was the first file we saved. And yeah, as I mentioned, it saved it to a .dxf file, so that means you can open it with other programs as well. Let's say open, and as you can see, here's our remnant from the previous project where we purposely jagged it so we can just see the uniqueness of it. You can obviously rotate it. You can do a rotation of 180 degrees, but I'm just going to leave mine at the default. So 0, you can ensure that all your information is fine here if you actually understand what's happening. It's basically just mostly X and Y locations for your points you've added. So then I'm going to say OK. I'm going to put the sheet thickness back to what it was and say OK again. And as you can see there, now we've got our remnant file. And like I said, this is very handy because now if you want to add new shapes, you can actually just add here. Hope nothing bugs out on us. And then we can actually go now on the actual remaining sheet and add it here. Now sometimes you get a bit buggy like this where say add parts and doesn't want to add it to our sheet. I found if I sometimes close the program then and reopen it, then do the same process, it is better. But because of me closing just our previous one, I just want to see if nesting works actually. But just because we closed the previous one, sometimes, like I said, it's a bit buggy. So I'm just going to go here, go to auto nesting. It's nest. It says in the bottom corner. Okay, so it just nests it on like an open plane, and then you can go add it in. Let's see if our manual shapes work now. If I add it, there we go. So like I say, sometimes that just kicks out a bit, but now a nice part is now you can use the remaining sheet and you can really fine tune this in here if you wanted to save or use as much of this plane as you can. So very convenient. So just a quick recap again. So what you want to do is with a empty project, you want to go to new sheet, select the size it was more or less. I don't know if this is that relevant. I think this is just to give you the option to import, but I could be wrong. Then we want to go to import, select your remnant, say open, and then say OK. And this will have all of that set up right, so you can just set your thickness and add it, and your remnant file's there. But yeah, otherwise that is it on the remnant, and I think our secondary toolbar has been covered as well. Both parts, so we've covered the first part for more editing of shapes in the sense of their location, transformations, and like that. And then the second part was for the cam transformation of shapes, but mostly for the cutting and direction and stuff in that line. But yeah, otherwise, thank you for joining us for this mini series. In the meanwhile, if you head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.